Live life louder.
Good morning and welcome to iRadio. Leisha.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you? How are you doing?
It's nice to be able to actually wave.
Well, welcome to iRadio and congratulations on your new single. It is our I Love Irish song of the week and it is called Movies. And it feels a bit silly to go, what's it about?
Yeah, it's movies. It's very blatant what it's about. It's kind of I grew up watching lots of movies, lots of TV. I mean, I'm from Galway, but I probably have even a slight bit of an American accent. And people always said that to me when I was growing up because I was just so enthralled by movies and how characters would go about things. And I've always wanted to write a song like this that sort of looks at how, sometimes the expectation can be so difficult to deal with, especially when you're growing up. When I was a teenager and relationships and everything like that, I didn't understand how to express myself, and I just thought that if you kind of did the whole I'm fine, that somebody's going to end up outside your door with a boombox and tell you that they love you and all these things, and realizing that people can't read your mind anymore, it's or at all. So it's been a mind wreck, but it's fun to kind of play around with that and kind of look at the dramatics of movies and bring it into music.
And is there any movies in particular that you think of, that you thought of when you were writing the song?
Oh, I mean, a lot. Obviously, your classics, The Notebook, and what do you want? It's not that simple. What do you want? And then he kisses her. And if that were me, I'd be like, get off. I haven't told you what I want.
Oh my God, you tell no and no. That's crazy.
Those kinds of things. And one of my favorite movies ever is called Now Is Good, and it has Dakota Fanning in it. It's one of my favorite books as well. And it's about this girl who's 17 and she has cancer and she's going to die, and she has this bucket list and she goes out and she does everything, and then there's the perfect boy next door named Adam, and he helps her complete this bucket list, and it's gorgeous. But that's not going to happen for me all the time. So it was really fun to kind of bring those in. Yeah.
So is the song as much about the disappointment of your life not being a Hollywood movie, or the hope that it one day still might be?
No, I think what it's done is it's, the chorus is saying that's not how it works in all the movies. You're supposed to come around and do all these things. Or that's what I thought. And I sort of had to grieve this future life that I had planned out or kind of imagined for myself, because life is quite difficult. People are fickle, and not everything is going to go the way you planned. And I think what it's done for me, even though the song is so heartbreaking, I think what it's actually done for me is helped me recognize that you can't control everything, and you're not going to be able to plan everything ahead all the time. So even though it sounds absolutely tragic, it's kind of a little memory reminder for myself to just relax and go with the flow sometimes.
Now, Leisha, you have been compared to some amazing artists, including Halsey, but who are your own influences?
Oh, there are so many. It can change a lot, but one of my greatest heroes is Stevie Nicks. Always has been. I love her so much. And I always remember the first time my dad showed me the Fleetwood Mac Rumours album and told me what was going on between all of them, that some people were kissing other people, even though they were all, all these things. And I found that so exciting and riveting. And I love Kate Bush as well. And lots of 80s music. And, right now I've been listening to a lot of Bruno Major and kind of a little bit more jazz and stuff. So it plays around a lot, but I think it's really nice to go back to and listen to what I've been listening to as a child, to kind of remember. I've been having some sort of trying to regroup in terms of where I want to go in this next phase of my life, and I think a lot of those influences are now coming into this new music.
Okay, and speaking of going places in your life, I know you've spoken about how hard you found the first lockdown and the struggles of that. So you decided to up sticks. Where did you head to, or where are you now?
I am on a small island off the west coast of Galway. And well, obviously, I mean, there's no other way to go from Galway, but it's lovely. I'm literally on a beach. I can see the sea, and there's only probably 150 people here, and it's so cute. Like, even there's a lovely woman who has hens, and she'll just put out her eggs down the road, and she'll put them out in a box, and there's an honesty jar, and she's like, if you want some eggs, just put in some money and take your eggs. Like, it's so cute.
So do you know what that sounds like when we're talking about movies? You are like in a P.S. I Love You movie or something. That's a real like Americanized version of how Ireland is meant to be.
It is. And it's so funny because I've spent lots of my childhood and teenagehood here. This is kind of where I used to come for my summer holidays and things. And like, I literally still come around and I'm like, wow, look at these fresh eggs. It's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, like, you know, I'm just everything I'm enthusiastic about.
And Laoise, you're also part of the amazing supergroup Irish Women in Harmony. We saw you perform on the Late Late Show the other night, which was just fabulous. What's it like to be part of something so special?
Oh, it's lovely. It's so wholesome. Like, you know, it's honestly, it's just so I'm so appreciative to be a part of a group of just women in general, where there's just friendship and there's, you know, people have your back, and you know, sometimes I would be lost for, you know, I wouldn't really know how to express something, and maybe I could go to the gals and be like, I don't really know what to say about this, or you know, there's just lots of encouragement, and it feels so nice to know that even when you're like about to release something, that like there's going to be those 40 people in the group chat that are all going to be like, yeah, woo, and you know, we just can't wait to see each other and hang out in person properly. It's been lovely.
Oh, that's nice to hear. And we've all, as fans, we've enjoyed it so much.
Great.
And we look forward to even more songs from Irish Women in Harmony in 2021. But to your own music, so we have movies, we also have Healthy, and then we have an EP called Healthy. What can you tell us about that, and when we can hear it?
Yeah. So I only just released Healthy a couple of weeks ago, and when I was writing, so there will be 4 songs, including Healthy and movies. And when I was writing all of these, I was just after starting therapy, and I went to therapy because I was just like, in songwriting, it's so cathartic. You can talk about all these different things and you can have such a strong perspective on something, but I also wanted something to challenge my perspective and to, you know, dig into certain things that maybe I wouldn't have realized were stressors, and just get to know myself a bit more. And so it's been really fun to explore that, and to you know, I don't think I would have written movies had I not been in therapy, because there was one session where all we did was talk about expectation and how much that's actually not good for me sometimes. And so with the whole EP, it's kind of talking about that. And, you know, there's another song on it that is called To Do. And it's literally just like, almost, you know, when you have so many things to do and you just stare at the to-do list and you're like, I'm paralyzed, I don't know what to do about this, oh my god, but I'm gonna, like, if I don't do anything, if I don't move, I'm gonna ruin all of this. It's kind of like, they're kind of little mental reminders to myself, to just, you know, to focus on one day at a time and not to overcomplicate things, because I have a tendency to do that.
Well, that sounds brilliant. A, for you, and that it's helping you, and then B, the message of that and the meaning of that might help others who are feeling similar.
I hope so. And you know, it's even funny as well. In each of the songs, I've created a visualizer that will go along with the song on YouTube and stuff like that. And I didn't even realize it at the time, but a theme that was running through it was food. And like, you know, so for the Healthy visualizer, I'm literally just eating pizza. for the movies visualizer, you'll see like I'm just like, they're eating popcorn. And I, you know, if you told 15-year-old Leisha me that I would have eaten like food in front of a camera, I think she would have like just been mortified, because I had, you know, I've dealt with a lot of disordered eating and confusion around that, and I would have been so embarrassed to like eat in front of someone, which is so bizarre to think about now, but at the time it meant so much to me. So it's been so nice to watch that go 360 and completely change.
Okay, well, and it's nice to hear that, and for you that you've come a long way in every sense of your young life, musically and otherwise. So we can only wish you all the best, and we look forward to chatting again. And we want to congratulate you on our I Love Irish track of the week, which is Movies from the wonderful Laoise. It's been great chatting with you.
Thank you so much.
Here we go. Music, lifestyle, entertainment, news, sports. iRadio. Live life louder.